The views expressed are solely those of the speaker and not necessarily those of Paltalk.com, AVM Software, or its advertisers.
News Talk is online. News Talk Online, a production of Paltalk.com, the largest multimedia interactive program on the internet with more than 4 million unique users. On demand on iTunes and on YouTube and on my blog, GaryBaumgarten.com, where you're encouraged to post your comments. Whether you agree with me or not, and I would say it's about 50-50 on the issue of Barack Obama's birth certificate today. Well, it can't be 50-50 because there are 19 comments. So it's 49.5 to 51.5. And thanks to our good friends at CRN. Oh, by the way, also on my blog, you can join my Twitter feed, twitter.com/Gary Baumgarten. It's a news feed where you'll know everything that's going on News Talk Online and also get all the news headlines that the mainstream media are missing. And thanks to our good friends at CRN Digital Talk Radio, we're syndicated to an additional 12 million households. I am your host, Gary Baumgarten. I welcome you to the show. We're waiting to hear from Carolyn Reinick-Wolf, an attorney who runs Campus Behavioral Health Risk Consultants, to talk about cyberbullying. But she's MIA. And I could call her MIA because she's not here, as opposed to calling Hal Ginsberg MIA as I did yesterday. And he accused me of being a cyberbully. I wasn't MIA. I was taking my family someplace. All right. Excuse me. But while we're waiting to hear from Counselor Wolf, let me throw out the one that really hit the nerve today. Had to do with Barack Obama. It seems that yesterday, the state health director for Hawaii issued yet another statement saying that Barack Obama was indeed born in Hawaii, which when he was born was in the USA because, unless I calculate his age wrong. Anyway, he was born in Hawaii. Then, the House of Representatives passed a unanimous resolution with 55 people not voting. And that resolution, which included Republicans, congratulated Hawaii on the 50th anniversary of it becoming a state. And that resolution also recognizes by an act of Congress now that Barack Obama was born in Hawaii. But that doesn't stop people from saying he was not born there. He was not born there. Oh my God. If you read these comments, he was born in Ghana. No, wait a minute. He was born in Indonesia. Oh, wait a minute. I mean, it's just unbelievable. Well, if he would just produce the original birth certificate, writes one person, this issue would be gone. Why does he want to hide it? And why seal it? Okay. Well, he produced the document, but it was a photocopy. Well, who's he going to produce the original to? Who's going to be the one that picks it up and looks at it and everybody's going to believe? Because we don't believe the state health director, the keeper of the records. If I produced it, if you produce it to me, would you believe me? Or would you have to have him hand it over to Rush Limbaugh, Michael Savage, Conan O'Brien, Jon Stewart, the most trusted man in news in the United States? I mean, it's ridiculous that this issue continues on. Now, let me tell you what I said in my blog in case you didn't read it. I suggested in my blog that this is no different than 2000, when the Supreme Court issued a ruling in Bush v. Gore that decided the outcome of the presidential election was Bush was the president. Because it was the Supreme Court that declined to hear an appeal of a lower court's ruling, tossing out a frivolous lawsuit claiming that Obama was not born in the United States based on the determination by the Supreme Court that that lawsuit was, the person who filed the lawsuit lacked standing. Now, in addition to that, if I recall, and I believe I was there, when Barack Obama took the oath of office and he put his hand on the Bible, and he took the oath of office, he was sworn in by the Chief Justice of the U.S. Supreme Court. So I think whether you like it or not, ladies and gentlemen, Barack Obama is the President of the United States. There were those who didn't like the fact that the Supreme Court interjected itself in the 2000 vote, but I didn't hear people say, I don't recollect hearing people say that as a result of that, George W. Bush, I don't recognize him as President of the United States. I certainly recognize him as President of the United States. I refer to him as President Bush. I recognize him as the Commander-in-Chief, and yet there are a goodly number of people who say, I don't recognize Obama as my president. He's not my president. Well, I have bad news for those of you who say that. This is the United States of America, and he is the President of the United States of America. It's a fait accompli. You may not like him as president. You may not like some of his policies. You may not like all of his policies. But he is the President of the United States. I will give you opportunity to comment on this. But unfortunately for those of you who want to comment on that, but fortunately for the rest of us, Carolyn Wolf is with us. Why are we having Carolyn Wolf on the show today? Well, this is the end of July, which means that when you turn on television, you're going to start seeing the back-to-school ads already. Kids don't like that. It means the end of summer. Mom and pops like it. But there's something that many people are overlooking, many parents are overlooking as they prepare their little sweet darlings to go back to school, and that's to prevent them from being cyberbullied. You know, this is a serious issue. Children in the 12, 13, 14, 15-year range get bullied in text messages, get bullied on MySpace, get bullied on Facebook, and some of them commit suicide. Ian Steele of Western Springs, Illinois, hanged himself with a belt after being assaulted by schoolmates in cyberspace. Ian Steele was 15 years old. Ryan Patrick Halligan of Essex,